Guys, so I'm back here at Alltech Recycling in North Little Rock. It's 1:21 Wednesday afternoon. They gave me this load assignment this morning, but instructions were can't pick it up till afternoon, and it has a delivery appointment for tomorrow at 9 a.m. so no big hurry. I actually went home for about 3 hours. Did some video editing, a couple of chores around the house, and went over and saw my parents for a little while. So yeah, freight's been slow. So we've got another Oakley driver over here getting loaded. Must be kind of a new driver too, because he's got a, looks like a temporary license plate up in his windshield. Anyway, got a nice pretty Kenworth. Now he's got a tandem trailer, not a spread axle, unfortunately. That's what I had when I started. A lot of times new guys do get those. It's just luck of the draw to see what's on the yard when they come out of orientation. But I'm giving you a good shot here of the loading. You know, I've filmed from here many times. Sometimes they bring the product from the warehouse there, and last week when I picked up here, they were loading us from over there where we usually don't. But you can see this is a sorting facility. We deliver Zorba over there a lot, and then they take it in, sort it down into different things, and then we end up taking Twitch, they call it. Aluminum pieces. Primarily we take it to Most Incorporated. There's one in Jackson, Tennessee, where I'm going, and one in Troy, Missouri. But I've also had loads going elsewhere, but I'd say 85% of the loads out of here that I've received go to one of those two places. So you can see how it works. He typically puts 3 dumps in the front, 3 in the back, and 2 or 3 in the middle. Since this guy's got a tandem trailer, he'll have to watch his scales a little closer than I do. So that's what's going on. So this driver here that just got loaded, I went over and talked to him. Turns out this is his very first load with Oakley. So he's got a couple of problems. First one being he's a few hundred pounds, or maybe up to 1,000 pounds heavy on the front. And his back, his trailer scale gauge is not working at all. So he's gonna go around and see what he weighs, and then come back around and raise his trailer up and try to slide some product back. That's kind of a dangerous game. I've been in that situation before, and it's not easy. So, but I told him once he gets his load weight there where he's happy with it, he ought to go back to the yard and let him figure out what's wrong with his trailer scale. He's gonna need that fixed. All right, so we're getting into the loading position here. And you know how it works from here. We'll just get loaded and then go back out to the front. I shouldn't have that problem because I have a spread axle. To report that that new driver down there, talking to that other driver, after he got turned around the building there, it hit me that he probably didn't have his trailer air knob turned on. So I ran down there after I got loaded to check on him, but he and that other driver had already figured out that that was the problem. So I think his weights are okay now. He's tarping up and acts like he's getting ready to go. So that's good. I was kind of worried about that for him, because my first or second week out as an Oakley driver. That happened to me up in Ohio. I was about, I don't know, 1,200 pounds or so over on my front. And yeah, got a scale ticket, and they made me go around back and shift the weight, the load, until the weights were legal. So that was fun. Oh, yeah, it's a lot harder with those tandems. And his front scale was probably reading a little bit off with his air to the back axles turned off. So anyway, he says he's good to go. So let's get on here, see what we weigh. I may have to get a little more, but I don't know, we'll see. The digital scale is over here to the left. You can't see it, but I can. All right, oh yeah, it's looking pretty good. With me in the truck, it looks like it's bouncing around about 79,400. So that's good, that's good. Let me go check out. All right, folks. So I'm scaled out, tarped up, ready to go. My net product weight was 47,720. So that's a good load. Total weight was like 79,400. So that's a good load on first attempt. He was gonna dump a little more on there. He had about a half a scoop left he was gonna dump in, but I stopped him, and I'm glad I did. Because that would have put us pretty close to 80 or maybe over. You can see I got a guy here. I'm not sure what he's doing. He said he was getting some, scaling in, scaling out. I'm not sure what he's doing. So I guess I need to wait here and make sure the front end guy is not going to be moving around. So yeah, he's getting fluff product, they call it over there in the bin. I've never gotten that here. So alright, I'm going to make a run for it. Alright, he motioned me I could come on by. Alright. So that's it for All-Tech Recycling. This load delivers at 9 o'clock tomorrow, Jackson, Tennessee, which is where I just delivered Monday morning. Hadn't done a whole lot this week. Very slow freight, very slow freight. Anyway, see you on down the road. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Thursday morning, about 8:39. We are once again approaching the Most Incorporated entrance here in Jackson, Tennessee. I've got a 9 o'clock appointment. Called dispatch a few minutes ago to see if they had anything set up for me after this, and they do not at this point. It's kind of like they got the next load ready, but they need a load right after this. Oh, so you can see, there's trucks down there at the end, parked, probably empty. There's an Oakley sitting over there in the entrance, hopefully waiting to get in. Anyway, let's call in on channel 4 and try to get checked in. Okay guys, so it's Friday morning. I don't even remember where I last left things on the videos, but I'm back here at the Oakley North Little Rock yard, just kind of doing my inspection for the day. And where was I last? Oh yeah, I delivered yesterday over in Jackson, Tennessee at Most Incorporated. Waited around, man, I don't know, like 4 hours, and they didn't have a load for me, so ended up just coming back here and they got me a load picking up over at Davis Rubber, just a few miles from here in Little Rock, going up to Armorel, Arkansas. So that's what we're doing. Yeah, it's been a really tough week. You know, drivers I've talked to, freight's really bad. The worst I've seen it since I've been driving, you know, 5.5 years, Oakley or Maverick. The dispatchers are really struggling to keep us moving. So everybody I talked to have been sitting more than usual. So, you know, freight goes through periods like that. Let's just hope it's a short period. So I'll be getting tire shred going up to the Nucor Yamato in Armorel, Arkansas, which is up in northeast Arkansas. I filmed from over there a lot, so you've seen it if you've been watching my videos. But yeah, we're here at the North Little Rock yard. This is Richard's truck here. He was in my orientation class. He does hopper bottom. You can see his truck number is one number less than my truck number. So we were right in class together. But just giving you a look of the yard there. Main office is down there. Arkansas River's over there. Barge loading and all that. So that's what we're doing. And I'll probably come home empty from Armorel. It's possible they could have me pick up something and come back to town here, but I'm gonna be off the road next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So probably come home empty. So there's the driver's lounge over there. Just kind of giving you a shot of the yard. The truck wash, and then the shop is over there. The back gate is out that way. So all right, that's just an update on what we're doing. Davis Rubber doesn't like us getting over there until, it says they don't start loading until 8:30. I'll be over there before that, but no need to get there too early, because they mostly first thing in the morning is they have trucks coming in to get unloaded, and they like to deal with that before they start loading our stuff. So anyway, let's get over there. All right, just pulling out here. I just remembered it'd be a good idea to hop on the scale here while it's convenient. Get my empty weight, because over at Davis Rubber, you know, they don't make you scale in. They don't put any weights on their BOL. So, you know, if you want to be able to send in your shipping information accurately, you need to get your own weights. Now you can scale in and out over at their facility, but the scale is not the easiest to get onto. I will use their scale when I'm loaded, because the loader will usually top off your load while you're on the scale. So let's use this scale. To get an empty weight, because I just got 100 gallons of fuel yesterday afternoon before I came here. Okay, so it looks like, and I'm going to write this down, 31,960. And that's with a little over 5/8 tank of fuel. 31,960. Now I won't have to get on their scale over there. Okay, I'll just give you a look of things here. There's the line at the truck wash there. You can see they just opened up at 7:30. This is why I try not to get a wash here if I can avoid it. But you can see there's 2, 4, 6, 8. There's 8 trucks in 2 lines there that I can see. So we're gonna go out the back gate. Here comes a truck like mine. Hopper bottom. Now earlier in the week I picked up a load of urea over here. So, like I said, it's only about, you know, it's like 4 or 5 miles from here over to Davis Rubber. So, I'm just giving you a look of the yard for those of you that are interested, maybe planning to come to Oakley, you're signed up for orientation, or you're thinking about it. Just giving you a look. This is where they keep a lot of the extra trailers over here. There's a clean out area over there to the right where, you know, if you just had a load and everything didn't come out real clean, and you're gonna pick up a load of fertilizer or something, you can back up over there and clean it out. Right over here to the left. In fact, that's probably what that green truck is doing. They unload off those rail cars over there. I've done that once. About a year ago, they had me carry loads from that rail car, you know, several loads, you know, until they got the rail car clean. Over and dump it on a barge, I think. I really don't remember where I took it. Anyway, let me announce my exit here out of the gate. Oakley coming out the back gate. Oakley out the back gate. Got to be careful coming around here because it's really not enough room for 2 trucks. I'll see you over at Davis Rubber. Okay, so I walked up to the office, if you want to call it that, and talked to Mr. Davis. There's 2 Mr. Davises, they're brothers. This is the one I talked to and told him I was picking up for Armorel. And he told me I could go ahead and pull down beside the warehouse. Still okay to back in?
Yeah.
Okay. So you can see they got people bringing in trailer loads of used tires to be recycled. But sometimes they will load you out front. But most of the time you'll get loaded down here in the back beside this warehouse building. I'll show you how you do that. Pretty messy in here, pretty messy. Gets real messy after a big rain. This guy's probably going to be my loader. Let's see what he has to say. Armorel? Down there? Alright, so he was just asking where I'm going. We'll be getting tire shred. At least that's always what I get when I go to Armorel. So the way you have to do this to back down this little lane here to the left is we're going to turn right into this little nook over here and then back in down there where he's going in the front end loader. Alright, so let's see what we can do. I'm just giving you a look at the terrain here. Very dusty in here. It's either muddy or dusty. Alright, so you basically have to just situate yourself in here as best you can. There's always a variety of things to, you know, obstacles. So let's see, I'm gonna pull up a little more. Try to get my trailer pointed over there. Alright, let's see what we can do. Hey guys, so he's dumped in a couple of buckets already. There's where he's getting the product from. Let's go back here, and I think he started in the back. See how you get these pieces of tire stuck in your tires? Oh man. Wires. All right. So, yeah, I think he started in the back. Yep. So we'll keep that shut. All right. Go ahead. So he'll fill it up pretty good, and then when we get close, we'll go out to the scale, see what we weigh, and then he can put some more on if need be. So that's how it works. You can see he started in the back. I think that's the third dump he's put in the back. So that's how it works. You know, I've filmed from here many times, so you get the idea. All right, had to wait a minute. There was a guy doing some welding right there on that big flat piece of steel. So I've gotten loaded. The trailer's pretty full. I'll have to get up there and kick it around some, get it down below the bows, and I'm gonna go get on the scale and we'll see what we weigh. But you can see there's an Oakley truck there to the left waiting to back in, and I can see another one out by the gate. It's getting pretty crowded in here. I'm hoping I might can swing around to the right and get on the scale. Sometimes you can, and sometimes they got too much junk piled around. Anyway, let's get out of here and see what we can do. Yeah, I'm gonna try to swing around to the right because it's so crowded up there by the gate. I wish they would scrape some of this old tire debris out of the way though. Yeah, it's pretty crowded in here. Worse than usual. So I'll show you this in case you've never been here before. Sometimes, you know, you can do this and swing around. It's a tight turn. Sometimes it's just too much debris to even try it, but I think I can do it this time. I don't know, it's gonna be tight, it's gonna be tight. Okay, see if we can get the trailer wheels on the scale. I think we're gonna be okay. Yeah, all right. Okay, so let's see. You can't see the digital readout. It's gonna be back here behind my left shoulder. But the loader said he was gonna come up here. All right, so it looks like, oh yeah, we're at 76,400. So I could definitely take some more product if I can make room for some product. So, yeah, I don't know. So I'm gonna pull off the scale here and climb up on there and see if I can kick it around and make some room. Hey everybody, about a mile gone from Davis Rubber there. Talked to one of those other Oakley drivers because he'd never been there before. I was kind of telling him how it works. And the driver in front of him had not been there before either. In fact, he was a new driver, kind of in training. So I was telling him, you know, had he found this on his GPS? And he said, yeah, but you have to put the city as Blytheville, Arkansas, not Armorel. The GPS does not recognize Armorel. So remember that if you're an Oakley driver and you pick up a load here, put the city as Blytheville. And it'll take you right to it. So I ended up with a max or a gross weight of 76,400, which was about gave me net product of somewhere between 22 and 23 tons. I forget exactly. It's funny, I was telling that other driver because he was asking how much I weighed. He saw me up there kicking the product around, trying to get it down below the bows so it all fit in there. So I told him it's only 76,400, but it was full. I would like to have gotten more, but I couldn't fit any more in there. But you know, getting that shred, there's been times when I've gotten real close to 80,000. It just kind of depends on the product, you know. The bigger the pieces, it's like the less weight, total net product weight you can get, because the bigger the pieces are, the harder it is for the load to settle in, you know. So yeah, I think that's the deal, because this product wasn't wet. You know, sometimes you go there and it's been raining, the product's wet, so you get extra weight from the water. But that's not the case today. So anyway, from here up to the new core plant in Armorel, it's about 3 to 3.5 hours, depending on if you stop or just drive time. It's probably a little over 3 hours. So we'll see you there. So I'm here at the new core in Armorel, Arkansas. It's almost 4 o'clock. I barely made it in before they shut down, but I had a blowout earlier on I-55 North, about 35 miles from here. This tire blew up. I've had these two replaced just now at the Loves down the road, but you can see how I have a fender on that side? There used to be a fender on this side, except it blew up. It blew off the support rail here. There's one in the back too that's pretty much gone. And I was noticing my shovel is gone. And this brake glad hand piece is bent. So I'll have to get that fixed next week. But man, I've never had a tire blowout like that before. Kind of scary. So it blew out, and then this one was flat, all shredded up, busted. This one was still good, so I drove about 45 miles per hour for about 20 miles to get to the Loves. Then had to wait a couple hours for them to get to it. But got 2 new Michelins put on. You know, I was planning, oh, never mind, here's my Escort. So I didn't notice it, but my Escort had pulled up while I was over there showing y'all my blown up tire. So, I've filmed from here several times lately. See where this street sweeper's going. But yeah, they won't let you in here after 4 o'clock. Yeah, I did a little better than I thought. It's actually 3:33 right now, so I got here with a few minutes to spare, but I was really nervous. Because I'm going to be off. Today's Friday afternoon. I'm supposed to be off the road Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So I did not want to get stuck with this load. So I had made those guys at the Loves agreed that they could get me out by 3 p.m. so I'd have time to get here. And they did, right on target. So it all worked out. But now I've already talked to my Peterbilt guy. He's going to order me a replacement fender and the 2 support arms and whatever else was needed. I sent him a picture. I mean, you know, it's not critical. I can drive, but if I get into some mud, rainy weather, you know, without that fender on there, it slings mud all over the back of the truck. That's the problem. So anyway, you know how this works if you've watched my videos. This Escort's going to take me back to the raw materials scrap yard, and we're going to find a big pile of tire shred and dump it. And the two of the Oakley drivers that had loaded after me at Davis Rubber were just out there leaving. In fact, I'd seen them at the Loves also. They're getting fuel. So that worked out all right. It's always something. Anyway, I'll try to show you some. Look at that whirlwind, dust whirlwind up there. I was watching that, forgot what I was talking about. And it's kind of gone away now. Anyway, more later. Okay, so you can see up there to the right of my Escort, that big pile of tire shred. That's where we're headed. We're gonna make a right turn up here and then back up to the pile, sweep out while we're back here, and then head back out to the scale. I know I've had some of you guys comment before that there's too much repetitiveness in my videos, but that's just because I end up going to some of the same customers multiple times. And you know, I'm trying to show guys, the whole reason for the videos is I'm trying to show guys that may be interested in Oakley what it's like. You know, showing you my loads, I share my numbers with you, settlement pay, just showing you where we go, what we do. Sometimes it does repeat, which is good in a lot of cases, because you know, you get familiar with a place and learn how it works. It's always easier than going to a new place. All right, so let me pick me out a good spot here, back up and dump this tire shred. All right guys, let's see what it looks like. It dumped out real clean. I still got some pieces up here on the lip of the trailer to knock off, but it dumped out real clean. Just go over it with the blower probably. But there's the dump. All that stuff right there. So that's it. There's no other trucks around, so no big hurry. Yep, dumped out real well. Didn't lose any bows. Sometimes I've had bows come out with that stuff before. But that's it. Let me get a little work done here.